the whole thing. Y'all give the crew and like everybody, the staff and the kids area people like a big round of applause. They did a phenomenal job. Well, thanks guys. The recent events in the southeast, like the west of North Carolina, East Tennessee. Sorry, can you hear me now? A little feedback. So I'm sure y'all have seen some of the stuff on the news of what's happening, and that's our friends and our neighbors, and it could be us. And we're blessed to have Al Clark here. He's got a saying in Plexus, if y'all haven't heard of it, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And as soon as things happened with the disasters and the tragedy, the hurricane coming up, they dispatched several trailer loads of stuff, food and relief, and they modeled that for us. And we just thought we wanted to do something here tonight. If y'all think of it tonight, we've got a QR code on the board over here on the right, and we're gonna be donating money to Samaritan's Purse for immediate relief, some of the victims and the families that have been impacted. And a lot of the diamonds and the jewels here offer to pitch in and match anything that's raised tonight. So if y'all think of it as you're walking around and want to snap a shot of that and donate some money to people, we're going to do something just for this event. We're still enjoying it and enjoying each other in life, and we're blessed to have these moments. And me personally, I was introduced to Plexus like 11 years ago, and I didn't know it from most any other company. And dialing back years ago, probably close to 30 years ago, when I was 12 years old, my mother took me to an event in Seattle, Washington, where I was growing up, and introduced me to the industry. And I heard this guy, Charlie Tremendous Jones, come up, and he said a quote that I still remember to this day, which is, "You'll be the same today in 5 years from now as you are today, except for two things: the people you meet and the books you read." And this idea of what Plexus is, the direct selling industry. When I was 12 years old, I was sitting in the audience hearing about a new marketing model where they would share profit with the ambassadors. And 11 years ago, when I heard about Plexus, I wasn't aware that there was any companies out there that really had integrity. And all I knew is that there was this idea that a new way to sell, that it existed like before the internet, and I watched the internet pop up, that if you shared something with somebody, that you got paid money. And so it hit me, like when I heard about Plexus, it hit me right in the middle of like what I can best describe as like a life quake. And my wife and my son had been diagnosed with Lyme disease, and I had massive amounts of debt piling up, and I didn't have the end of the tunnel in sight. There was no, this is the end of the road and you're going to get cured from the doctors or reassurance there. And all I knew that I started telling people about Plexus, that people could get helped. And I knew two friends that had diabetes, and I'd seen them reduce their insulin intake by 70%, just by taking the pink drink at the time. And because of that, and the friend that shared it with me, she had help with thyroid issues, and I trusted her with that. And so I just started sharing about Plexus, and over time I learned that there is companies that have integrity, and that Plexus is perhaps the leader in the industry in that realm. As we have one of the best leadership teams, and we're blessed to have Al Clark here and so many amazing people I've come to love and know. So thank you guys for what you do and what you built, and building a company that truly does what they said they're going to do.